All right, your semester exam is almost here, so we're going to go over the review. I'm mainly going to do calculator strategies in this review. We're not going to do a whole lot of the other way, because if you can do the other way, then you're doing just fine. But calculator strategies is a good way to check your work if you are doing it by hand. And you can also come and talk to me if you are doing it by hand, and we can go over how to correct some little minor errors if you need to do that. Okay, so let's look at number 1. Number 1 says, the radius of a circle is represented by 5x plus 3. The area of the circle can be found using a equals pi r squared. Express the area of a circle in terms of x. Okay, so we know it's a equals pi, and instead of r, we have the 5x plus 3, right? So 5x plus 3 squared, okay? Here's what I want you to do. Just mark off pi for everything. Just mark it off. No pi, no pi, no pi, no pi, no pi, no pi, no pi. Not the x, just the pi, okay? So take out your calculator, and we're going to do the calculator strategy of typing this in, 5x plus 3 squared into y1. So 5x plus 3 squared, okay? And in y2, we're going to go through our answer choices. So 25x plus 15. 25x plus 15. Go to your table. Do they match? No, they don't. So it's not that one. Okay? So now we do B. 25x plus 9. So in y2, 25x plus 9. Go to your table. Are they the same? Nope, so that's not it. Okay, next one, 25x squared minus 9. 25x squared minus 9. So table. Nope, doesn't look the same. So last one, we're not just going to circle it, we're going to test it. Y equals 25x squared plus 30x plus 9. Because remember, forgetting that pi. So we go to table. Do they match? Yes, they do. So they are equivalent. They're the same. Which means when you multiply that, you're going to get that, obviously. Okay, so here, which is equivalent? This is 16th to the power of 1/4, and all of that's to the power of 1/3. I know it's hard to see on my screen, but you have the paper, so you should be able to see it. So the way you're going to type it in your calculator, 16 caret parentheses, because fractions are always in parentheses. 3 divided by 4, close parentheses for your fraction, but we still have this one open, we need to close it. Then you'll do caret again, 1/3, okay? So, type it in. We'll quit here. You can just type this one in regular, so parentheses, 16, caret, parentheses. See, my calculator is a little different than yours, so yours is going to look like how I wrote it out. 3/4, parentheses, caret, 1/3. And what does that give you? 2. Okay. So now we're going to type in all of our answer choices until we get the one that gives us 2. Okay, so answer choice A was 16th to the power of 1/4. So 16 caret parentheses 1 divided by 4. Enter. 2. We're still going to type in the rest. 16 to the power of 4/12. 2.5. Nope. 16 to the power of 1/12. 1.2. No. 16 to the power of 3/4. 8. So no, the answer is A. Okay? Now, number 3. We've been going over stuff like number 3. Okay? You should be able to at least know certain things by now. Like, if you have a negative exponent, what does that mean? Negative exponent means it switches. So if it's on the top, you're going to move it to the bottom. If it's on the bottom, you're going to move it to the top. Okay, so first things first, because we could probably mark off some answers here. First things first. 45 divided by 36. Math enter. 5 over 4. So we know our answer has to have 5 over 4. Okay, this one doesn't have it, and neither does this one. Now we just have to decide which exponents are correct, okay? So we have a to the 6 on top. This b to the negative 5 is going to be moved to the bottom later, and we have c to the 3 on top. A to the 4th stays. Sorry, this was to the 6th. That's a negative, and that's a negative. Okay? So, on top now is that b to the 3rd, and that c to the 2nd, and we make them positive. That b to the negative 5 moves to the bottom, and he becomes positive. Now we just write out what we have. So we have 6 A's, 3 C's, 3 B's, and 2 C's. And on bottom we have 4 A's and 5 B's. Play the matching game. So those cross out, these cross out, these cross out, these cross out. And now we have 1 B here and here, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. Okay, so what are we left with? So we know it's 5 over 4. How many A's on top? 2. How many C's on top? 5. How many B's on bottom? 2. So which answer choice is that? C. Okay. So now let's look at number 4. Number 4 says, a rectangular prism has a height of x, a length of x to the 3rd times y, and a width of y to the 5th. What is the volume of the prism? If the formula for volume is volume equals length times width of height. So, if you draw a little picture to help you see, that's always helpful. So it says that it has a height of x, a length of x to the 3rd y, and a width of y to the 5th. Okay. Your formula is length times width times height. So it's x times x to the 3rd y times y to the 5th. So just write it out. We have 1x here, 3x's here, 1y, 5 y's. Which will give you, we have 4 x's, and we have 6 y's. Ta-da! See, that one seemed hard, but it was actually pretty easy. Okay, number 5 says simplify the expression. So 15, x to the 4th, y to the negative 9th. Okay, what do we know about negatives? You have to put them on the bottom, right? So we'll have 15, x to the 4th, and on bottom, we have y to the 9th. Nothing can be crossed out. You can't play a matching game. That is your answer. All right, so now let's go to number 6. Number 6 says, the graph below shows a quadratic function g. What is the range of g, okay? So range is y, and it goes up and down. Remember, domain is x, left and right, range is y, up and down. So let's put our walls for up and down. It stops here, and it stops, oh wait, it doesn't stop up there. Why? Because the arrows tell us it keeps going forever. So if we have our y, the highest point we already know is forever. What's the lowest point it's going to go to? Down here at negative 60. Does it touch negative 60? Yes, it does. So which answer has the little side facing the 60, the negative 60? This one does? Wait, sorry. Oh, but these have x's. Yeah, those have x's. Those are gone anyway. Okay, so do you have a line under it or no? Yes, you do. D. Okay, number 7. Given the graph of exponential function f below, based on the graph, which statement does not appear to be true? Which statement does not appear to be true? This is why I tell you to go through every answer choice, because that's going to help you. A says the range is the set of all real numbers. That would mean that it goes forever up and forever down. Is that true? It does go forever up, but it turns here. It's not going to go forever down. So that's not true. The graph does not have an x-intercept. Is this graph ever going to touch that x-axis? No, it's not. It'll get infinitely close, but never actually touch it. So it's true. It does not have an x-intercept. The horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. So that would be right here. Remember, the asymptote's that line it gets infinitely close to, but never touches. So is that true? Yes, it is. The function has a y-intercept of 1. Crosses through right here at 1. So is that true? Yes, it is. So looking at which one's true and not true will help you make the better decision, because it wants what does not appear to be true, and that would be A. Okay. Turn your page over. Given the formula, t equals 2 times s over a, solve for s. Okay, here's how I want you to handle this. Circle what you're looking for. So we have t equals 2 times s over a. Okay, so circle what you're looking for. We want s. We're going to deal with the thing that's farthest away from s, but still on the same side of the equal sign, which is this 2. The 2 is multiplying, so what's the opposite of multiplying? Divide. So we divide by 2. So we have t over 2 equals s over a. That's where we're at now. We still want to find s. So s, we need to get rid of the a, right, to get s by itself. It's being divided by a. So what's the opposite of divide? Multiply. That crosses out. So we have s. A times t over 2 is the a times t on top over 2. Which answer choice is that? It's B. All right, which of the following radicals cannot be simplified? So here we go. We're going to simplify all of them. Make your tree. Here's a quick and easy way you can know if they can be simplified or not. So it splits into 2 and 4. Then it splits into 2 and 2. Do we have any pairs here? We do. So we know that can be simplified. Next one. 6. Splits into 2 and 3. Those are both prime. Any pairs? Nope, no pairs. 12. 2 and 6. 2 and 3. Do we have any pairs? Yes, we do. So it can't be 12. And last one, 18. 2 and 9. 3 and 3. Does it have any pairs? It's got a pair of 3s, so no. So the one that cannot be simplified is 6. Square root of 6. It's a really easy way to go through it. Okay, number 10. The length of consecutive sides of a rectangle are represented by 2x plus 1 and 3x plus 2. Express the area of the rectangle in terms of x. So here's what we're going to do. We have 2x plus 1 times 3x plus 2. Type this into y1. Here we go. So on y1, 2x plus 1, 3x plus 2, and in y2, we type in our answer choice A. So we have 6x squared plus 7x plus 2. Go to your table. Are they exactly the same? Yes, they are. Okay, now, I would want you to check all 3 of these as well and make sure. I can already tell you they're not it, and your answer will be A. Okay, so we're about to go to part 2 of this review.